Okay, sometimes what happens, we just don't want to reload or load the page, but still we want to call the Python backend function. That can't be done with the help of vanilla JavaScript only. We have to use something called Ajax or asynchronous JavaScript and XML or whatever full form it is. So I'm gonna teach you how you can just do it. Okay, it's really simple. So let me just take you to the structure of the my Flask file. So here, okay, this is the my main Python file where I'm writing all the code of Flask, and this is the templates index.html, like the template in which we will show you how you can just do the HTML stuff. So this is the index page and this is the main Python page. So let's write the Python function quickly from class import. We need request also, and I think we need render template also for rendering the index.html page template. Okay, I think that's enough. And what else do we need? Okay, yeah, that's enough. So we'll just make an app equals to Flask underscore underscore at the rate app dot route. Okay, it's a basic index page rendering def index return render template index.html. Okay, and let me I think it will really short. I just make it here. I mean font is really short. I think now it's much more clear than the previous one. Yeah, okay, so let me, if name is equals to underscore underscore name app dot run debug equals to true. Okay, so now we have to write something in the index page also. So we'll just create an okay, this is the normal HTML fonts, or the sorry, fonts tags we use. So let's just make quick to one text box input text. Let's give it a ID called box and a br tag and just a submit button. And let's just make it on click to a function called fun. For now we'll just making it afterwards I'm showing how you have to do what you have to do in the function part. Basically that's not the function part, that's the basically the Ajax part. We'll be doing that whatever is still called function only. Okay, let's just run it. Oh, below is my terminal, so let me python testing.py. Yeah, it's running on localhost, so we'll just, yeah, okay, see, this is my localhost 5000 port and this is my console page. Okay, so now come to the main Ajax part where we'll be doing our asynchronous loading. So let's make a script tag. Okay, okay, now we'll make a function called name as fun, because see, we are making function name as fun because I want to initiate whenever someone clicks on fun, so it will initiate this function. Okay, so I think it must be clear. Okay, let's just give some space. spacing is very necessary to let's say okay. Okay na? Now everything should be clear, I think so. Yeah, so now uh firstly, like we'll just receive a variable from the box. Okay, so document, I mean from the text box. This is a text box. Document dot get element by id box. Okay, box dot value. So whatever is input in this box, text box, it will get inside the a variable. So after that we'll do the other stuff. So now we'll just starting a ajax part. So we'll just take a constant, or we can just take a variable also, but constant works, like is the trending part, let and constant. So we'll just do xhr is the name, and new, I'm just telling you what I'm doing so it will be clear. Just wait a minute, let me just write it. XML HTTP REQUEST. Okay, what I have done, like I have made a new, what I say, a new function, or you can just say a new Ajax uh, request. Like you can see XML HTTP request. So from here we can just send any requests. And it's inside the variable called XHR. We can just take it any variable, but yeah, we have to take like something that makes sense. And new, because like I just don't know what new means, but the part I know is basically is the new XML request, not the old one. It just describe this. Okay, so we'll just now do, okay, we'll do like xhr dot open. Okay, now we'll like just do the get part. Okay, like some getting something, and we here, like after the slash, we have to mention the route where will that request will be going. So route should be somewhere here. So I'll just make a route. Let me just write it here. So our route name will be ajax. We can take anything like 123 123, like we'll just make it like simple ajax, and we'll make it like true. So why are we making it true? Because like we don't want it to just stop here. Like if we don't make it true, so it like I'm telling the don't just get blocked here. Okay, true means you have to go on, like you, whether any request goes or comes from the backend part or not, you have to go and below and do the other stuff or functions. Just don't get stuck here only because you are not getting something or some other thing. Okay, I think you will just know what it makes sense, like whatever. So we'll say xhr dot get all response headers. See, and we are telling get xhr to get all response headers. So first we have initiated a request, then we have told them to go to the ajax root, and like open a root called ajax. Basically open means that only, and I'm telling then xhr to get all the response headers. See, get everything you can get from there, like whatever I'll return, it will get it. So sometimes people like get a response header and just describe like only only we want JSON file, like they just do JSON or like that. So it's better to just write get all, like whatever I'll send, just get that, whether it's a JSON string or whatever. Okay, so it's really easy. So I'll just tell it, okay, get all response headers, and we are just xhr dot send. Okay, here I'm sending the request. See, his it's all one. Okay, first we are initiating a request, opening a request, then we are sending the request to Ajax root, then we are telling okay, get whatever headers you get, just take it. And now here I'm sending the request. Here is the part, here is like describing what we'll do, and here I'm just sending. So like, and here let's just make the root called app dot root Ajax. See, we have written Ajax now. And see, it's very important to write methods in Ajax, otherwise it won't uh, mm, it won't respond. Okay, so you definitely have to write headers. So our header, like, get, we are getting something. Okay, like okay, get request from the Ajax. Okay, get request from the Ajax, and we can just call it def. Just let me give some space so it might be clear. Def Ajax. Okay, let me just print something like request is coming without page loading. Okay, so it will just print request is coming without page loading. So let's just okay, see. Okay, so let's just check on the, so what we have done, like whenever someone click on the fun part, then only this will send the get request to the Ajax, and it will print request is coming. I will be telling afterwards also what we'll do. So let's just refresh it. Okay, or let's just submit. Okay, it's not sending the request. I think something is wrong. Get, oh, let me just check. Uncaught fun. Okay, fun is not defined. What? On click fun is not defined. On click fun. Oh, sorry, I haven't saved it. It's really my mistake. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so now let's just submit it. So see, it has sent the request, but I haven't returned anything, so it's telling me 400 full not found, but the request had been sent, like it's supposed to get also something. It's a get request. Okay, I haven't saved here also, sorry, my mistake. Just reload it. Okay, see, internal server error, like I am supposed to give something back, but I haven't. See, request is coming without page loading. See this thing, what I have printed here, request is coming without. So you can see, and this is the error part, because we are supposed to return something in response, so we haven't returned. So now see, okay, suppose we have got so like we'll just like return, let me just return something, returning, I'm just returning a string only, returning. And as soon as like here what we'll do, xhr dot onload, on xhr dot onload is equals to, I'm telling you what I'm doing, just let me just write it. Function console.log this dot response. Okay, see, I am returning a string called returning, or you can just return anything, a data or something. So like when I have sent the request, a get request here, So it has returned me running. So I'm telling on load, like whenever you get the data or something from the python root, whatever you get, so initiate this function when you are successfully getting something. So it will just console.log, or it will just print on the log, or here you can just do it like document.get element by id dot inner html and just put that text there also. That's really easy. So let me just show you. Okay, so submit. See, it's telling me returning. So it's directly telling me, okay, we are returning you something as it's taking input. Oh, sorry, printing on the console. So we can just do it like uh, uh, like we can just do it like okay, document dot get element by id. We can make it box dot inner html. Sorry, this dot response, just note text. Okay, sorry, my laptop battery just got drained, so it was a issue. So okay, we are back. So previously I have written internal inner html, so it will be like value because it's a text box, and this dot response text, and please don't make like this brackets. Okay, and now we can just go on. Yeah, everything looks fine. Okay, let's just check it. And I'll just submit it. Okay, see, it's returning, and the string that I will have written. Say you can say like I have sent a get to case. Then I said okay, accept all headers whatever comes. Then I have told on. Then I have told when we get any headers like request response headers, so do this stuff like whatever I have written, and here I have actually send a request. So now suppose you want to post also, like you want to send a username and get the user details. So it's very easy, you can just make it like post, and here also like make it post. And now we'll like see, here I'm taking value from the box also. So like you want to send, so like you have to send in a json format, you just can't totally like send it in a string format. So we'll do the like a equals to json dot, let me just check it the name, what was the actual keyword. JSON dot stringify, yeah, JSON dot stringify, yeah, okay. This is the, it will like convert the string into a JSON type format, but I don't know, it's actually just creates a list in real. But yeah, it's the way like we do. You don't have to like worry much about that. Okay, now we are now in this part, like we are sending the request and also the post request, like sending the variable a with has been converted in the JSON format. And now here we'll just like remove it. Okay, so we'll say, and we'll receive like rec equals to request dot get JSON, and we'll make force equal to 2. So we'll make you like you really have to make force equal to 2, without it it can't be done. And now let me just print rec. Okay, see, whatever must have came, it must have gone in req variable. Okay, now let's just reload it. Okay, like suppose I have written and see, let me just, let me just remove, okay, we can just like console dot log, we can just whatever, like for instance, like before I was like inputting inside the box, so uh, as soon as I like click the submit button, something else will appear inside the box and you will just get confused. So I'm making this console.log and making a post request. Yeah, so now let's just save it and just reload it. Okay, we just submit. Okay, see, it's sending hey, like uh, it said requested hey, and from here it said, like, you know what happened. So like suppose you want to send multiple string or JSON data, so what you can do, like you can just take a variable array is equals to a array, and you can just make a zero sorry arr at zeroth element, whatever text, like get element by id, and a same as like arr one, whatever you want to send, and just do, and here you like do just arr, and yeah, this is the basically the step. Like I'll just save it and show you how it's working. Like submit, see, you can just index it in the python 0 and 1. Yeah, it's the, this is all the stuff. One thing more, yeah, I just totally forgot, sorry. Like suppose xhr dot on pro, it's not really necessary but sometimes makes sense, you'll know when. So this is on progress, it's used like suppose you are sending a request, like okay, you have sent a post request here, and on like on the python side there is a lot of coding done, or it's like taking about 1 to 2 minutes, so it's completely blank on the user side. User just don't know what happening, like why it's taking so much time, or suppose he's uploading a photo or something. So while the time we can just make whatever we like console.log or whatever here in the on progress bar, so sorry, on progress function. So what will it do, like till the time my ajax function returns something, it will run, or it will run once, okay, and as soon as like it will return something, on load will works. So let me just give you a normal a brief interview, like see what will happen, like firstly we'll create a request, xhr will just open the request, okay, we are open for request, and we said okay, get all response header, like we'll take everything whatever you give, a string, a json or whatever, and we'll say on progress, like sometime you know when it will take time, so make use of on progress, like make a loading button or something there, and here like on load when something get returns, so what you want to do with that, and like here is array for sending, like whatever you want to send. If you don't want to send anything, you just want to call and receive, you can just make it empty and just delete this all stuff. This was all about it. Thanks.